let's see. I got some notes. My notes are always funny because I never can remember what they refer to because it's like reading shorthand by somebody else. But it was
or
me.
what you wrote after the dream, right? Oh, I better write that down. And you're like,
what does this mean? Dr. Malloy says there are more portals. She's one of 3 sisters. We know what sisters those are. Hyperspatial engines. I have that written down. Where are junctures? I don't know. Backup hyperspace engine needs to be deactivated. Those are my notes.
That's actually a good starting point for that. Yeah.
Kieran provided a paragraph with verbs, fortunately, in the chat.
I did. Yeah.
I just write down keywords.
Yeah. That works for me.
Words.
Yeah. The short version is that the portals all link to an extra dimensional space created by a hyperspace engine. The engine is unstable, and the world, or the as they called it, Tir na Nog, the land of the young that they created, was destabilized by an assault by the Angelos centuries ago, and was apparently shut down. For some reason, it's restarted. The portals have reopened again, and somewhere within this hyperspatial landscape is the engine, which is now malfunctioning and not working as intended in any way, shape, or form. And things are going really. Maka, who was talking to Malloy, said that the whole thing could tear the local reality apart if you're not careful, dumping essentially the entire country into the hyperspace realm, which would be bad. TM. She also mentioned a place called Ballycarrig Dolmen, where the node linked there is a monitoring system for the network, which might tell you more.
We effectively have been given our mission. We need to go into the portal. We need to turn the thing off. And as I recall, we had actually come up with, or had been informed about, we could do it on a delayed timer so that we get to hit the off switch on the thingamabob and then scoot back out of the portal, which will be, of course, non-problematic to do. In time.
I don't remember saying that, but sounds good to me.
So we can scoot back out of the portal back into the land of Ire, with the portal closing behind us and the machine having been reset or turned off or whatever it is. But we have therefore effectively gained our shut the portal mission. So that's my understanding.
Thin Mind also has a thought that a hyperspatial engine is something you'd love to get a hold of. If you had some way of stealing it, that would be incredibly valuable. Just, out there as an option. Options are good. That's it in a nutshell. To some degree.
Okay.
Also, if you remember, Jerry, Caliban heard a voice talking to him through the portal. A kind of low, gravelly, ancient voice asking to be freed.
Okay.
We know the place.
He called you his child.
Ooh, yes. We know the place is full of captive chimerians. One of them actually had managed to wiggle free. We met him or it last time.
Right. And stole your cell phone.
Yeah. But
he stole my phone.
But
little bastards.
But anyway, so the place is full of those, and some of them may be loose or otherwise causing trouble. I have no particular loyalty or regard for the beings who imprison them in the first place. I mean, that's not my problem. But we're walking into a minefield of ancient priorities in conflict. So,
well, let's get in there. So we had the little whatever it was, the little attack drone thing.
That thing wasn't so little.
It was a user drone above you.
The thing was beautiful.
Yeah, that thing was scary.
Oh, that drone. Yes, yeah,
right.
the kind of stone drone.
Okay.
Which reminds me. Let's see.
You guys ready to go in?
Let's make a quick pocket check for the things that we do need as instructed or as informed.
You're currently standing, sorry to interrupt, you're currently standing at the entrance to this portal, which is not the one you need to get to. Number two, as you're in this cave, you can hear the wind has whipped up something fierce outside. It's blowing like a hurricane. And you can hear the rain hammering down. And I'll leave it at that. Keep going.
Well, how wide is the cave, or where the portal is? How wide is the cave?
It's about maybe 10 feet across at the point where the portal is.
And
it's kind of the end. It's a teardrop-shaped cave, and the point, which is where the portal is quite narrow.
You're talking about the portal we were just messing with, but that's not the right portal.
Yeah. No, the right portal is at a place called Barry. Yeah. Yeah. You need to get to another county. About like 70 miles.
We can't just jump into the one that that Shmoo's already been through.
You could certainly try.
Yeah. But but if we
Mako, if you ask Mako about it, that's up to you.
We were told that we need to go to the place with the other portal to begin with, and I'm sticking with plan A. The other thing I want to ask is this. To Mako. If this is all very fine and dandy, but maybe you haven't noticed, but mortals aren't really as interested in taking their little marching orders from gods anymore. So how about
yes,
how about if you give us some clear instructions on this business,
absolutely,
but you go and fetch your sister, and you're it's up to you to settle her down and integrate her into the modern world. Who knows, maybe she'll be a rock star or something, but that's your job. That's your one job.
I agree.
Okay.
Perfect. I'll give it a go. I'll certainly try. And now Morrigan is more brutal of my sisters, but I'll certainly give it all my best.
We can't ask for more.
Have you any clues as to where she may have gone, by the way?
I shall. Does anyone else want to weigh in on that before I speculate?
What I want to know is, do you and your sister have the same type of abilities or powers? Because there's a family back over there that are turned into ravens. Can you do something about that?
I can probably undo it. Yes, absolutely. In a hero point. I can absolutely do that. Yes, I'll look into it right away. Where are they? They're back in the house, is it?
Yep. Or they got this house. Yeah, they're around the house someplace.
Yeah. Note to self, thinks Thin Mind. Don't be so swift to put things into the collateral damage bucket. That was very nice.
Sometimes,
very nice.
Yeah, you can put stuff in, you can take stuff out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So when they put the lid on it.
Okay. All right. I'll go ahead before that storm outside gets any worse. Good luck. Good hunting. It kind of gives you a small bow, kind of like from the head incline. And if you need me, here's my number.
Oh, for God's sake! Ritual goddess farewell. Oh, by the way, here.
Yeah, here you go. This is the modern world.
Yeah, I know. She's integrated. Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is my Instagram. Give me a follow. Yeah, she hands you a business card for Miriam Malloy, which is a OPW. What you call it? It says site manager, and yeah, she heads away. Unless you want to say anything to her, stop her.
Okay.
Okay. All right. It was very nice meeting you people, and maybe we'll cross paths again. Did you? Did you? Sorry. Did you give her the information you had about?
Right. Yes. The plan was to tell her. Well, we can tell her about the confrontation at the church. We can tell her about the possible. We still don't know what happened to the family car, although she was clearly at that house, so therefore, somebody walked.
She might have stolen the car. Yeah. She's been known to steal people's memories, so she might have somehow managed to.
That's our best. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's something to follow. The church would indicate. Do you explain the full thing?
Well, that there was a confrontation with the Angelos. The question is whether, I'm a little concerned about telling her all about the search, but I think that whole story is over with. There was a confrontation there, and there has been no further, drama. I think that
she doesn't like the Angelos, and she has always had a problem with holy ground.
Fine, so. Yeah. Well, you leave that church alone.
However, that would explain what happened with the network. If the Angelos started messing with it again, they have access to limited hyperspatial technologies. It might be after the engine. Keep your wits about you. They like to use railguns.
Yeah, but so goodbye. Good. Fighting fighting Angelos too. I can't wait. All right.
So you step out of the cave, and you can see the rapidly retreating form of Miriam Malloy as she's wrapped in this heavy wax jacket with a hood over her head, plodding across the field, which is blackened with mud. Great. There is a rainstorm like nothing you have ever experienced, almost almost like a cloud burst, except the rain isn't falling horizontally; it's falling vertically.
Oh,
it's
great.
It's really pelting, right in your face. The wind here is whipped up to storm force, if not beyond that, up to hurricane force, and you could see Malloy is kind of moving, being pushed a little bit as she walks, which for a goddess is probably a new experience.
I was going to say, she seems quite small for a goddess at this time. I hope she's okay. But we got to get where we're going. Yeah. You said in the next county?
It's about 2 or 3 counties across. It's about a 70-kilometer trip, sorry, where you are.
Oh my God, in this kind of weather, it's going to take a couple hours. All right.
Now if we drive
back in our crappy little.
That's right. Let's stop at the Verizon store and get a new phone.
Yeah. When we see one, we will.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's get snacks.
Okay. All right. Well, you can stop at a place along the way, grab a phone and grab a thing. The first thing you notice when you're on the roads immediately is the car is being buffeted. It's not a heavy duty Humvee. Right. It's not a big thing. This thing has actually been hit by hurricane and storm force kind of winds now at this point. And getting on the motorway is like taking your life in your hands. Now, luckily, certain members of you are actually have a severe amount of weight. I'm just saying you're big boned, and which weights the car down slightly. But you are being buffeted wildly, and you can feel things shaking, and you hear reports over the radio. You're kind of listening to the news reports and stuff like that. And it said this is a countrywide phenomenon currently, where there is a massive, unexpected, unprecedented hurricane, almost hurricane level storm hitting the country. Mild damage, multiple trees down over motorways and roads and stuff like that. Lots of generally bad, shitty conditions. Your windscreen wipers are giving you a second or a blink of visibility every time they turn left and right, that kind of thing. On top of it all, there are apparently the Ellie Ethna, one of the ships of the Irish Navy, has reported a possible sighting of the island belonging to Sovereign approaching the west coast of Ireland. Whether he is responsible for these conditions or not is unknown at this time.
Know that guy.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the sighting cannot be confirmed due to the weather conditions, which are preventing all military aircraft and commercial aircraft flights from taking off at the moment.
The temptation to let the portal do its job but point it towards Sovereign's Island is very strong.
I love it.
Well, along the way, if we see like a bigger vehicle, like some type of big heavy duty truck or semi
you'll be passing through a town. Sorry
Yeah.
now. So for some reason,
We'll
I'm
just
getting a
take
phone
it.
call. I have to take this. I'm very, very sorry. I'm
Okay.
muting myself. How the hell I could do that?
We can be like, we can get an RV and we could be like,
No,
that's-
no, no. We don't. We want an actual like utility vehicle. Not.
Are you
Not for
talking about
comfort.
swiping? Are you trying to swipe something? Steal a car?
Oh yeah, we're just
Okay.
gonna take it, and because later on I'm gonna probably throw it at someone.
Apologies
But,
about that. It's an urgent call.
No problem.
Um,
But yeah, we can find a vehicle like
okay. Yeah.
semi truck, something. Don't need.
Yeah, that type of vehicle is you're looking for the kind of traditional American kind of like Humvee or big kind of kind of heavy duty truck, but unfortunately that type of stuff it's not very common on the roads in Ireland. You can find like a low slung powerful car like a BMW or something like that, which has got a decent weight to it. But as you're kind of looking around, give me a sec. Where the freaking hell are my dice gone? Sorry, my apologies. There we go. Use green dice because it's a green day. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get lucky, and yeah, you find a Nyrock kind of one of those, kind of pretty standard, what you call it, American style trucks. They're really rare in Ireland, but I just roll really well. So yeah, you find one. It will probably stand out if anyone from the cops comes looking for it. But yeah, it's there. Well, it's parked in a
Our job is to cover center. Our job is to cover terrain, not to not to keep it for a while. So let's see. I'm looking at my technical stuff. I'm not really actually all that big on the. I've got some numbers on the technical thievery kind of stuff, but not much. Anybody else?
Oh, I got that. Yeah, I'm good at everything.
I tell your son to put a shirt on. Oh.
That's right. No way, man. That's how he gets down. He's like
bulking up.
Doc Samson over there.
Oh yeah.
Gonna go fight the Hulk.
Awesome. Yeah. So yeah, give me a what was it? Sorry.
You want technical, you want thievery, you want.
I think thievery would be very appropriate. It's a very thievery thing to do.
Okay, so thievery and intelligence, or do you want thievery?
I think it's dexterity really, because it's getting into this thing requires a bit of finesse.
Okay, so that's 18. Well, if it's dexterity, that is 17, 25 minus whatever.
Click clack.
You pop this lock, like the exterior lock, like it's just butter. You just like easily slide into the what you call the main cabin or whatever it is. It's got like a 3-seater across kind of affair in the front. And it looks like it's been kind of converted for farm work. Whoever owns this obviously has a well-performing farm, shall we say, somewhere. Yeah, you can the three of you can pop into it fairly handily.